Social realism is described as the relation of films to social and political contexts at the time of release, making them more relatable for the audience. The BFI explore how it has shown us to ourselves, pushing the boundaries in the effort to put the experiences of real Britons on the screen and shaping our ideas of what British cinema can be. Billy Elliot is a British drama which came out in 2000. It was written by Lee Hall and directed by Stephen Daldry. The social and political context of the time is hugely reflected in the film by the portrayal of the 1984 to 1985 North-Eastern coal miners' strike. The narrative follows Billy, Jamie Bell, as he attempts to become a ballet dancer despite the negative stereotypes. Since the release of the film, it's been adapted for other countries, however the social and political context will remain parallel to England's own struggles. The UK miners' strike was a major industrial action affecting the British coal industry. This strike made the British trade union movement weaker and was seen as a great political victory for Margaret Thatcher. The strike ended with the miners being defeated and the government able to secure its financially conservative programme. Scenes in the film depict the chaos at picket lines, clashes between armies of police and striking miners, and the shame associated with crossing the picket line. As well as this, the dismal poverty that came about as a result of the strike was portrayed, along with the desperation of being cold during the winter due to the lack of coal to heat houses. One scene where Billy's father smashes his dead mother's piano indicates the depression that families went through and their extreme desperation for heat. The tracking shot in the scene where Billy's father smashes the piano clearly demonstrates his father's angry depression and Billy's sadness. The diegetic sounds of the piano breaking are a symbol of the struggle that people faced as they are brutal, violent and cutting. The mid-shot of Billy's father looks menacing and cold, as if he doesn't care that the piano is being smashed. However, the strike situation left him with no other option, meaning he had to destroy the piano that his dead wife loved. Two contrasting scenes within the movie which impacted me were the two where Billy's father is shouting and protesting against those who are going across the picket line, and one later where he is having to cross it himself to earn money for Billy to attend the audition. The first scene shows a large crowd of men surging forward shouting "scum" and those on the bus throwing objects. The bird's eye view shot of the group conveys their power as a group and intimidating nature. Close-ups of Billy's father and brother demonstrate their hatred towards the people on the bus, as their infuriated expressions and violence can be seen. In a juxtaposing scene in the latter parts of the film, Billy's father is shown in a long shot walking up to the bus to take him to the coal mines as he wants to earn money to let Billy dance. Close-up shots of his brother shouting "scum" and his father looking ashamed are used to demonstrate his father's complete loss of all pride and integrity to the strikers. This is one major factor that allows the film to be a social realist film. It's directly linked to the social and political context of the time, which makes it more relatable for the audience members who may have been in those situations. What does it mean to be British? The Oxford English Dictionary defines British as relating to Great Britain or the United Kingdom, or to its people or language. However, there is a wider concept of what it means to be British, as Britain's cultural heritage is vast and varied. Of course, there are quintessentially British traditions, objects and practices which are linked to Britain. London, the Queen, the Union Jack, the BBC, London buses, posh accents, hatred towards queuing, small talk about the weather, a stiff upper lip, and of course, a cup of tea with scones. However, these are all just things. Being British is so much more than what you eat, what you do, and what's around you. Being British doesn't involve being born here, mostly due to the fact that there are so many mixed nationalities and cultures in Britain today. The Queen spoke about our richly multicultural and multi-faith society in her Jubilee speech to Parliament. To me, being British means acknowledging the historical identity of Britain, regardless of whether you were born here or not, in order to gain knowledge from previous events that occurred. It also means being proud of Britain if you call Britain your home, and being respectful of others who do also. Of course, being British also means talking about the weather in awkward situations and enjoying the odd cup of tea or fish and chips.